And then on JBLM, they have one of the largest military hospitals on the entire West Coast. It's called a Madigan Army Medical Center. And we're here now with the colonel, basically the head doctor who's in charge, Fernando Guareña. Thanks for joining us this morning.
So good to have you. So for people who may not be familiar with Madigan Army Medical Center and what it does, just tell people how important this hospital is and who it serves.
Well, Madigan Army Medical Center is a platform, not just a building. It's a medical system whose primary mission is the medical readiness of the deployed servicemen and women that we send in harm's way. Secondly, is a platform to prepare a medical personnel to be ready to support those personnel that we deploy, and also to support the families of active duty soldiers, and also to support retirees. So it's not just the building, it's extended all the way to Monterey, and here in the northwest of the Pacific Northwest.
And your journey to the Pacific Northwest is a really unique one, starting in your home country, Mexico. You've served now in the military for more than 20 years. What has taken you from there to here?
Well, this is the history of an immigrant. I grew up watching war movies, D-Day, etc., but also I grew up in the border. I saw the ethos of the American nation. I admire the military, and I always dreamed of becoming a U.S. citizen, always come here. Eventually I made it through medical training, and I had the fortune to be accepted to the Army to serve this nation, my nation.
Wow. And you started as a reserve, and you kept being called up, and eventually enlisted fully. That's the story of your life, isn't it?
Yes, I came as a medic. I was a 91 Delta. But this is not about me, it's about my team. Yeah. Right. My team, which is the Army, and the other services, Navy, Air Force, Marine, etc. So for me, it's an opportunity to serve. I'm glad that I'm still healthy at this time in my age to continue serving in Madigan Army Medical Center.
And here at Madigan, what would you say is the biggest challenge at a facility this large?
Well, this is the second largest medical facility in the Army. The challenges that we take willingly is prepare for the future deployment, prepare for the future missions. We have the largest training programs here that prepare physicians and nurses, technical personnel to eventually deploy with our troops. And another one is to combine the military career with the medical professions and maintain the quality and the safe of the care that we provide for active duty personnel, as mentioned before, for their families and their retirees.
Well, Colonel Guareña, thank you so much for your service, for all these years of service, and for what you do here in the Northwest at Madigan. We really are grateful to you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.